Right, we're on, we've got something big. Right, so most people come to Esperance for white sands, turquoise beaches, relaxing and chilling out on the beaches. But today we are going to try something that you probably haven't tried before. Now stick around to the end of the video because we have caught an absolute beauty of a groper and we're going to be barbecuing it up later back at camp. If you haven't watched our videos before, my name's Ben and this is our Real Nomads channel. We have bought a Toyota Hiace camper van and we are travelling the west and southwest coast of Australia, one beach at a time. But now we are back in town before we head off to Kalgoorlie in the middle of the red dirt. So we are going to be going to the jetty today and we're going to be trying to catch a big groper. So I want to give it a go on soft plastic because I don't really use them that often. And this is the first soft plastic presentation we're going to go in with. It's a little crawfish, bright red, similar to how a prawn is. Hopefully it doesn't snag on any rocks or any seaweed or any seagrass. And we're going to go and flick that out and just slowly jig it back on the bottom. And hopefully we can catch something mega. Let's give it a go. Right, we've changed over to a bait setup now. So we've got a simple triangle sinker there. That's just running up the line to a small swivel. And then these hooks look tiny, but they was doing all of the bites. These are like extremely small hooks. And bear in mind, we landed a wrasse of like 4 kilos on that. Sorry, a groper of like 4 kilos on that. So the reason why we've got them spaced out as well is because when I was catching the smaller wrasse, they was actually swallowing the second hook as well after eating the first prawn. So we've spaced them out a little bit. And also having 2 hooks doubles your chances because if they nick one bait, you've still got another bait sitting there. So what we're going to do, we've got these beautiful fresh prawns from the tackle shop. We're just going to be cutting off a few small sections of them. Little tail section, these sections are always good because they've got plenty of meat in it and they stay on the hook for ages. So as you can see there, we've got a little bit there, a little bit of prawn there, a little bit of prawn there, and we've got a running sinker. So we're going to go and cast it out now. I really don't think it's going to take long to get a bite because there are lots of fish down there, but they just weren't interested in the lures. So let's prop you up here, give it a cast, and can we catch one? The first cast on the fresh prawn. Yep, we're on. What is that? That is a new species. We have not seen one of those before. Species number 2, we have a skippy. Right, we're on, we've got something big. There he is. We've got a lovely juvenile groper. This is undersized, so we can't keep this one. The one that we caught yesterday was probably double the size of this one. Our one that we caught yesterday was around 50 centimetres. So yeah, we're gonna go and chuck this one back. If there's this one down there, there's got to be a bigger one down there. So we're gonna carry on with the prawns and hopefully we can catch an absolute donkey. We told you there was groper in this spot. If you want decent land-based groper and you want a lot of fun on light gear, this is the place to be. At camp now, we've done all the cleaning down at the jetty yesterday, but we've just got to go and sort out a little bit more with the fish. We used quite a lot of foil to store it, so we're going to reuse this foil and actually go and bake it in the oven tonight. We're going to get better results out of a bigger fish if we just go and put it in the oven. So we're just going to unravel this now. What a great sized groper. We just bled him down in the ocean. We've scaled him. We've done all of the prep work. But today we mainly wanted to show you guys how to cook it. What we're going to do is grab some canola oil. So the oil's going to do a few things. It's going to stop it sticking, and it's also going to act as a binder for our salt that we're going to go and put on it. So we're going to heavily salt this fish, and we're going to go and put a little bit of pepper in it as well. Make sure that the salt is going to penetrate into the fish really well. Right, so I've decided to just come out as rock salt, but we can work with that. You can see we put a lot of rock salt on that, but bear in mind this skin is going to go crispy in the oven and then we're just going to peel that back. So we're basically just trying to lock in the salt in the fish. So we're going to wrap it back up in this foil, and when we bake it, hopefully that saltiness is going to mix with all of the juices of the fish and it is just going to be lovely and seasoned.
Now listen, I've got 2 big lemons here and I only need 1.5.
Oh really?
Would you like to put that in there?
That would be
That's
amazing.
What we used to do a lot of fishing, and I used to put slices.
Oh, that is amazing. Yeah, perfect.
I didn't.
She gave us a lemon, which is an absolute game changer for this cook up. So we've chopped some lemon up, we've put some lemon in the cavity in the fish, and we've juiced it all up as well, and it's just been sitting in this foil for maybe an hour now, hour and 20, so it's gone nice and soft. It's probably it's at air temperature now, which is nice. We've got the oven preheat to 200 degrees, and we are just going to pop this in and then put the temperature down to about 180. It's a gas oven. I reckon this is going to take about 20 minutes. Moment of truth. Let's see how this has turned out. Oh wow. I'll try and get this on camera while I'm doing this. Like that. So there it is. We've got beautiful blue groper, some lovely salad, and a little bit of rice there. We've never tried it before, so let's give it a go. Really lovely, really mild flavour, not that meaty. Thought it was going to be because it's quite a big fish, but yeah, really delicate white fish. That lemon has helped massively. And yeah, got a beautiful plate. Look how much extra meat we got off of that, a large bowl, and we've had half of the fish, so we've got another feed for tomorrow, but I think I'm actually going to make these into fish burgers. That is it for the catch and cook. If you have enjoyed the video, please like the video, comment below on where we should visit next on our travels around the coast to Adelaide from Perth. If you do enjoy these videos and you have enjoyed them so far, please subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on the next one. Boom.